Today we will be learning about the art of mask making. Masks have been around for a very long time. The word masks is believed to come from a Spanish word originating from Spain, mas que la cara, and it means extra face. Masks have been used in many different cultures and in many different ways. In ancient Egypt, people created death masks. The reason why they are called death masks is because the ancient Egyptians believed in the afterlife. That in the afterlife, their soul would not recognize their body unless they had a mask made to look like them on earth. These masks were made using precious metals, linen, plaster, and clay. In Africa, masks were used in rituals and ceremonies. They were used to ward off evil spirits or to connect with animals or ancestors from the past. These masks were made using wood, ivory, teeth, animal hair, and clay. In ancient Greece, masks were used for plays and theater productions. That's why you see the expression here is very large and expressive. They were used in dramas. The materials used in these masks were linen, leather, wood, and cork. In ancient Japan, masks were used for fighting and war. They were used to make the other side feel afraid, but also to conceal and hide their own emotions in a battle. Masks were made with iron and leather. In Indonesia, masks were used in tribal dances, and they were also used to tell stories. In ancient China, masks were believed to ward off evil spirits. Today you will see masks in their celebrations like the Chinese New Year. In Italy, masks were used at fancy parties and carnivals. They were used to hide the identity of the people that were going. They wanted to be anonymous at these parties and to hide who they really were. In Mexico, masks were used by the Spanish people to teach the Catholic faith to those in Mexico. They used masks to demonstrate the stories of creation and good versus evil with the Diablo mask. Today, we use masks typically to pretend we're somebody we're not. You'll see children and adults dress up specifically at Halloween, like animals, superheroes, or other fun characters. Sometimes it's fun to escape for a day and to pretend you're something else. We are going to make our very own mask today. We will use a milk jug and plaster cast molding strip. Here are some examples. Now let's get started. In class, I'm giving you a paper. This is to make a plan. This planning paper is complete with the dimensions of the milk jug you'll be using. On the paper, you're going to sketch out the design that you'd like to make. I am going to make a panda bear. I know that as I make this panda bear, I need to attach ears. So I'm keeping that in mind. I'm drawing the ears on top. Maybe you want to make an elephant. How would you attach the trunk? Think of these things during the planning period. Also, keep in mind the colors you would like to use to paint onto your animal. Once you have your plan, begin to write down what parts of the animal you want to paint what. Is there anything you need to cut off? What's your plan if you need to attach something to the jug that's going to elevate the mask and make it look like it has a third dimension? I'm going to attach ears, and I will do that with paper, and I will show you that here in a moment. Once your plan is complete, please have that plan checked with me, and we'll talk about it in class. In this example, I'm going to show you start to finish how to cover your milk jug with plaster cast molding. Taking each strip, dip it in water, and drape it over the milk jug. Make sure if you have a handle on your milk jug not to go underneath the handle, but to put the plaster on top. Smooth it out with your hand and go over it with a paintbrush at the very end with water to make sure that it's very smooth and even. Try not to bunch up the plaster casting because it won't come apart once it's stuck together. In example 1, you saw how I covered the entire jug. Now in this example, I'm showing you how to add on additional things before you cover it in plaster casting. I am making a panda bear, so I'm going to attach ears to my jug. And I do this by cutting out cardstock paper and taping it to the jug. Now keep in mind, whatever you are making, you need to attach it to the jug first. If it's a longer nose, if it's ears, if it's something that you want to stick out from the jug, put that onto the milk jug now and not later. So as I've attached the ears and put them securely in place, once everything on the jug is how I want it to look, I'll go over it in plaster casting.